Everyone, welcome back to my channel, Baseball Talk with Nick Morgan. So today's October 17th, 2019, and we have a great matchup for the American League Championship. Game 4, the Houston Astros take on the New York Yankees at Yankee Stadium, and the Astros currently have a 2-1 series advantage over the Yankees. Tonight's matchup is Zack Greinke versus Masahiro Tanaka, and we look to see if Houston will take another game out of this set or if the Yankees will go ahead and tie this series up at 2 games apiece. Now, we already have a National League champion. The Washington Nationals are in the World Series guaranteed. They have a spot for at least second place in this regular season and this postseason for Major League Baseball 2019. Tonight's game will help us figure out and get one step closer to who will be the American League representative, the Houston Astros or the New York Yankees, and the pitching is going to be spectacular. Both offenses are amazing top to bottom. The starting nine for both teams are very good. The Houston Astros, the best team in baseball. The New York Yankees look to go ahead and try to dethrone them and move to the World Series. Starting with this game, they need to even this series up. And here we go, Masahiro Tanaka getting ready to throw the first pitch of the game. And, well, Tanaka's stats so far this postseason. He's 2-0 in 2 games with a 0.82 ERA and 11 innings pitched with 11 strikeouts and a 0.55 whip. He is facing George Springer to start this game off. Tanaka is going to deal the first pitch of the game. Swung on, put into play, but foul. Springer is going to start this game off in an 0-1 count. Cycle Baseball says, I'm sad. I'm from St. Louis. I'm sorry. I mean, maybe next year is your year, Cycle Baseball. I really don't want to see my team go down. They need to win this game tonight and even up this set at 2 games apiece. The New York Yankees are going to go ahead, backed by a strong Tanaka start, hopefully, and take the overall win tonight and the series, of course, as well. George Springer in this postseason has 33 at-bats, hitting 121 with 1 single home run, 1 RBI, 1 stolen base, and a .407 OPS. Now, what are we watching for tonight? Myself as a fan and as a commentator for you guys, I'm looking at Jose Altuve and George Springer, who is currently up to plate. Springer's going to put that one into play, and flashing the leather there is Didi Gregorius. It's a line drive to L6 in the scorebooks. But Jose Altuve and George Springer both have 12 home runs total in their postseason careers. They are tied with each other for first and with the most in Houston Astros franchise history. Jose Altuve has 4 home runs so far this postseason alone, and he is my pick for someone who I think might hit a home run in tonight's game in a Houston Astros jersey. Now, here we go. Tanaka has already got 1 out very quickly on 3 pitches. And now Altuve is up, stepping into the plate slightly outside, but deemed a strike by the umpire, 83 miles per hour. That's going to be strike 1. Altuve finds himself in a similar situation. He's starting off this at-bat at an 0-1 count, much like George Springer. Tanaka has been nearly perfect this postseason, especially against the Astros. I believe he only gave up 1 hit in the Yankees' 7-0 win Saturday night, the first game of the American League Championship Series. Now, the Yankees, if they do win tonight, it is crucial to go ahead and get the win tomorrow as well and take the lead in the series, because if they win tonight, Verlander will start tomorrow, or no matter what, Verlander will start tomorrow for the Houston Astros, which means Garrett Cole is after JV. Now, last night, the game was postponed because of rain. So what does that mean? Garrett Cole and every pitcher for that matter has an extra day of rest under their belt, and the New York Yankees do not want to have to face him again this early. They need to get the advantage and win tonight's game, even if the series, take it 1 day at a time, and then win tomorrow, of course, would be great as well. Tanaka has gotten himself into a 2-1 count against Altuve, who in this postseason is hitting .375 with 4 home runs, 6 RBIs, 1 swept bag, and a 1.224 OPS. This guy is very good at what he does. He's a starting second baseman tonight for the Houston Astros. And the delivery to him, he's going to hit it down left field line, foul, putting at a play, evening up the count at 2 apiece. Now, your starting 9 for the Houston Astros, you have George Springer, Jose Altuve, Michael Brantley, Alex Bregman, Yuli Gurriel, Jordan Alvarez, Carlos Correa, Robinson Chirinos, and Josh Reddick. Of course, Zack Greinke is your starting pitcher tonight for Houston. So here we go. Let's see the payoff pitch. Tanaka, 2-2, looking to throw Altuve back to the benches here with a strikeout. Put into play the other way, Jose Altuve. Judge is there to make the catch. It's a flyout 9, and Tanaka will retire at least the first two guys in this Astros lineup in order. So here we are. Michael Brantley due up now, and Alex Bregman on deck. He's the cleanup hitter tonight. Brantley, this postseason, is hitting .250 in 32 at-bats with 1 home run, 1 RBI, and a .638 OPS. He does not yet have a stolen base to his name in October. I don't think he's much of a stolen base guy, though, to be completely honest. So here we are. Michael Brantley should have that advantage, lefty batter against the right-handed pitcher, but we will see. He is 4 for 13 with a run and a walk in this championship series. And Tanaka has only thrown 8 pitches so far this inning. He wants to get out of this cleanly. The first pitch to Brantley is a called strike. So he is 3 for 3 with first pitch strikes tonight against the Astros, which is very important. He needs to get ahead of these counts, and he needs to pitch as quickly as possible to retire these guys. He needs to get through this order without really letting the Astros see much of his good stuff. He's got to save that for later on in the game. Panda Gaming, welcome to the chat. Let's go Yankees. You know the vibe right now. 86 miles per hour, change up low and in the dirt, or slider, sorry, off speed. 1-1 count against Brantley now. Again, on deck is Alex Bregman. He is cleaning up tonight, hitting .292 with 1 home run and 3 RBIs, if he does indeed get up here in his top of the first inning. Now, the Yankees rely on Yankee Stadium to go ahead and try to get these wins tonight. I mean, they lost the other night when they played in Game 3, and they should have really won Game 2, except they gave up a walk-off home run to Carlos Correa in the 11th inning. So that's a really stinger game for them. They needed to go ahead, get that under their belt, and go against Justin Verlander, grab that win, take the series 2-0. But Justin Verlander is on the mound tomorrow for the Astros, so hopefully the Yankees can take advantage, whether or not they win this game tonight. But hopefully they do. That's going to be a called strike, so the count is 1-2 now to the Astros left fielder. And here we are. So Zach Greinke is on the mound for the Astros tonight. He has not had the postseason that Tanaka has had. He's not been that successful. In 2 games, he is 0-2 with an 8.38 ERA, 9.2 innings pitched, 11 strikeouts, and a 1.34 whip. The Yankees are responsible for a load of those runs and those earned runs to his ERA. In the first game, they beat up on him. They got to him early on in the game, and they won it 7-0. That's important. They need to do the same thing tonight. Maybe not win by a 7-run margin, but they do need to go ahead, put up runs early on in this game, and put pressure on the Astros lineup and defense. Just outside to make it a full count now to the number 3 batter for Houston. Here we are. I don't know exactly what Tanaka's going to go with here. I think maybe a slider low and in. That might be my idea. But we'll just kind of have to wait and see how this goes. Maybe he'll go with some cheese on the outside part of the plate or go up and in with a heater. Either way, he definitely needs to go ahead, take a breath, and try to retire this guy and get the inning over with. The payoff. Grounded foul from Brantley, so the count's going to remain at full. And your starting 3 tonight, the first 3 guys that are going to come up for the Yankees offense, DJ LeMahieu, Aaron Judge, and Aaron Hicks. He's in the game tonight. He has 3 at-bats this October, looking to get his first hit of the postseason in tonight's game, hopefully in this first at-bat that he has. Here we go. Tanaka to Brantley. Pitch number 15 on the line. Tonight, fouled off again. So Tanaka can't seem to put away this left fielder. He's not going down easily, and as he should, If the Astros win tonight, they will look to close out the series tomorrow and guarantee themselves a spot in the World Series. This is a best of 7, so the first team to 4 wins will go ahead and advance. And again, we saw the Cardinals lose 4 games in a row to the Nationals, and that is going to be good for ball 4. Brantley works a walk. Tanaka now has to face Alex Bregman with a runner on first. Tanaka has 11 innings pitched and 11 strikeouts so far this postseason. He really wants to go ahead, get Bregman out here if he doesn't have to face Yuli Gurriel, who's hitting 233 with 5 ribbies this October. Bregman, 1 home run, 3 RBIs, 1 stolen base, and a .985 OPS. That's with a .292 batting average and 24 at-bats. ALCS Game 4 has a lot of excitement coming for us here. I can feel it. It's going to be a great game. I want to stream at least the first couple of innings for you guys. I think it's going to be great. An amazing matchup for sure. Zach Greinke versus Tanaka. Tanaka has been super dominant for this Yankees team, and he looks to continue so tonight. We're 2/3 into an inning here, and he's just hoping for the best. So slider outside, strike 1 to Bregman. It's a backdoor pitch slightly outside of the zone, called strike by the umpire. Good stuff. So if you guys are just joining us here, Michael Brentley just worked a walk with 2 outs. So there's 1 run first and 2 away. No score so far here in the top of the first. Tanaka versus Bregman is the current matchup. The second pitch of that bat, Bregman is going to launch it to the shallow infield. Didi Gregorius back on the grass. He's going to make the catch, and that will end the inning. So I'll pop up to the shortstop. Will end the Astros' offensive opportunities for this top of the first. No runs on no hits. Tanaka giving up 1 walk, but so far looking pretty solid. DJ LeMahieu is going to lead it off for the New York Yankees as we look to start this bottom of the first. Now, the Yankees do want to go ahead and tack on a couple runs early. They want to be the first ones to really do something, get stuff going. Again, put some pressure on the Astros, both offensively and defensively. DJ LeMahieu in 27 at-bats this postseason has a .333 average with 1 home run, 4 RBIs, and a .919 OPS. You then see Aaron Judge batting second tonight and playing center field. The switch hitter Aaron Hicks will be batting third. Giancarlo Stanton is still out of the lineup with an injury, but the big question here is, what will Boone do with Giancarlo Stanton being out? He's day-to-day at the moment, but you only have a limited amount of guys that you can use offensively. You're stacking up on pitchers. I think it's a 25-man roster, right? So you have, I believe it's 13 pitchers and 12 hitters. Giancarlo Stanton not being in the game and not being active brings that now down to 11, which means you can only go to 2 guys on the bench. And tonight, that's Maben and Austin Romine, the backup catcher. So really, you need to figure out what you're going to do with Giancarlo Stanton. Will you take him out, put him on the day-to-day, bring in someone like Luke Voit or Tyler Wade? Or will you go ahead and keep him in this active roster and try to get him in tomorrow's game, if not tonight, as a pinch hitter if he's feeling up to it? Because we need to see action from Giancarlo Stanton. And he did pretty good, I believe, in the first game of the ALCS. He's pretty much been hurt since then. You're starting tonight, DJ LeMahieu leading off, Aaron Judge batting second, playing right field, hitting third again, the switch hitter, center fielder Aaron Hicks batting cleanup tonight, the 22-year-old Gleyber Torres. Let's take a second to talk about him. He is the youngest Yankees player, I believe, in history to go ahead and bat cleanup, or at least that's since. Hold on, I have the information for you here. That is since Joe DiMaggio. He's 22 years old and 308 days. He's the youngest Yankees player to bat cleanup in an ALCS game, which is really crazy and amazing for him. He had a great game 1 as well. I believe he had 5 RBIs that game alone. He has 10 RBIs this postseason in total. Batting 5th is Edwin Encarnacion. He's going to be DHing tonight. Then batting 6th, you have your left fielder, Brett Gardner, my personal favorite. Behind the dish, batting 7th is Gary Sanchez. Gio Urshela at the hot corner, hitting 8th, and Didi Gregorius is going to be ending it, hitting 9th, playing shortstop. All right, so here we go. Zach Greinke getting ready to take on this Yankees offense here in the bottom of the first. Again, just to kind of reiterate his postseason stats, he's 0-2 in 2 games with an 8.38 ERA in 9.2 innings pitched with 11 strikeouts and a 1.34 whip. However, in the regular season, he was 18-5 in 33 games with a 2.93 ERA in 208.2 innings pitched, 187 strikeouts, and a .98 whip. Of course, he was traded over from the Diamondbacks to the Astros right before the trade deadline, and that was huge. What's up, Boy? Welcome to the comment section and the stream. How are you doing? We're going ahead live, covering the live ALCS Game 4 Yankees and Astros. It's a 2-0 count to start off the at-bat for DJ LeMahieu. And this is a perfect hitting opportunity for the guy who's playing first base tonight. DJ LeMahieu is very versatile. He's been extremely successful in his first season with the Yankees this year. And here we are. I think 333, he seems to be very consistent. That's going to be a 3-0 count, so you would think he's getting a nice pitch on a 2-0 count, a get-me-over strike. But no, Greinke is very far behind in the counts. And LeMahieu, if he gets on base early, that's going to bring up Judge, who has 2 RBIs and 1 home run so far this postseason, hitting .318. Did I get the rainstorm? I did get a little bit of rain yesterday, not today, just a lot of winds, heavy winds today. DJ LeMahieu going to work a leadoff walk on 4 pitches. Zach Greinke, not the start he wanted, but just what I want to see as a Yankees fan covering this game. Now up, you have Aaron Judge, your right fielder tonight, made a great play in this top of the first. Defensively, he has an .899 OPS, 1 stolen base, 2 runners batted in, 1 home run, a .318 average in 22 at-bats, and now with a duck on the pond, you want to go ahead and either advance DJ LeMahieu or bring him in. And maybe even bring him yourself with a nice home run off of Zach Greinke. Raise that ERA a little bit, put the pressure on the Astros. Greinke's going to deal 5 straight balls. That one's going to miss low. The count is 1-0 out of Aaron Judge. Aaron Hicks is on deck, and he's due 3 at-bats, no hits yet. My what to watch for tonight is Gary Sanchez. He's due for a big night. He's only 2 for 21 this postseason. That's .095 batting average. He is due for a good offensive opportunity and appearance. He's batting 7th tonight, and I think he could get something going. He needs a big outbreak here. Couple RBIs, maybe just a couple singles to get him on base, show he still has some action and some liveliness in that bat of his. Tanaka is pitching today, yes, and Paxton tomorrow. Well, that probably will end up being the case. We'll face Justin Verlander tomorrow. The count is now 2-1 on the right fielder. And I like where this is going so far. Greinke doesn't seem to have his best stuff just yet. His changeup really hasn't been successful for him this postseason, and it's been very hard to kind of locate these pitchers in the off speed and strike out batters when you can't have one of your best pitches on your side. Swing and a miss. Judge is going to even the count up at 2-2. Thanks. I actually take a shower before I watch the game. So here I am listening in the shower. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad to get some coverage here. I'd be doing the same thing. I'd be listening to the game or something somewhere if I was out right now, but I'm glad I get to stream it. I believe this is my first Yankees postseason stream of the season, which is great. Who do you think is winning the NL Cy Young Award? Well, I would love to say Jacob deGrom. Hyunjin Ryu was very good this year, but I think deGrom might have it in the bag. And then your NL Rookie of the Year would come from the same team, of course, Pete Alonso. Your AL Rookie of the Year, you see tonight batting 6th, Jordan Alvarez. I think he should easily win it, hitting only .207 in his first career postseason with 1 RBI. But he had a phenomenal regular season. His second half was ridiculous. I'm pretty sure he actually only played the second half, so that makes sense. But yeah, here we go. 2-2 to Judge, the payoff pitch. He's going to put it in play. Carlos Correa knocks it down, fumbles with it. But DJ LeMahieu, I guess, was assuming it was going to be caught, so he cannot get to second base on time. Correa to Altuve. That is a 6-4 putout. Judge will make it to first. DJ LeMahieu is retired now. So we're still going to have 1 runner on now for Aaron Hicks. Pretty much a battle for second place for Rookie of the Year in the AL. Yeah, it's really, I think, down to Jordan Alvarez and Jordan Alvarez. The guy was a monster. Very good at the plate. Carlos Correa is happy he makes the play. Flashes the leather. Not a solid defensive play per se, but at least he did what he had to do. Got the job done. So 1 away now. The first pitch to Aaron Hicks is a strike. And again, he is 0 for 3 this October. No home runs, no RBIs, no stolen bases, and a .400 OPS to this point in time. A great first hit would come in this at-bat. The count's going to be even at 1 with 1 out in the bottom of the first here and 1 runner on. A hit in the gap would get Judge to third, maybe even score him. Just a little single, left center fielder, right center fielder, advance the runners for Gleyber Torres, who we know has been a beast this postseason so far, especially game 1. You're making videos while I'm sitting on the couch eating sour cream and onion sunflower seeds. Nice. Typical baseball player stuff right there. I love sunflower seeds. Baseball games, seeds, there's nothing better, combination-wise at least. That's when you're playing a game. When I'm watching a game like this, probably not sunflower seeds for me. I'll go with like a burger or a hot dog and then some ice cream or cotton candy all day. But yeah, seeds are great. Aaron Hicks gets the curveball, pops it up to the outfield. 3 guys going to get it, but no one can catch it. Carlos Correa cannot get to it in time. It's going to drop Aaron Hicks, his first hit of the postseason. Here we go. That's going to be a single, and that will advance Aaron Judge to second base. That'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He's only 22 years old. I don't know about you guys, but I've been seeing that go around Twitter for a little while now. A lot of YouTubers and a lot of just baseball people who like to follow the sport with a decent following say he's only 22 years old. And it's just because it's made such a big deal out of it. At the same time, he is very good for his age. I cannot wait to see what he does in his future and in his overall career. The Yankees will hopefully hold on to him for as long as possible. And let's talk about his postseason stats. He's hitting .417, which leads his team, or at least the starting 9 tonight, with 3 home runs, 10 RBIs, 2 stolen bases, and a 1.440 OPS. Now, I'm pretty sure, I'm looking down the line here of all 9 starters, those are the highest in every category possible. The first pitch he sees, he's going to pop up to the first baseman, Yuli Gurriel, who does have to turn and make a play on it. That's going to be a pop out to first base. 2 away now very quickly. Edwin Encarnacion does not want to waste this opportunity. He's coming up. Going into tonight's game with a 200 average and 25 at-bats and 2 RBIs with a .606 OPS. Wants to go ahead and get a run in early. At least 1. A pair would be amazing. 3 runs with this one swing here would be phenomenal. Here we go. He's 1 for 12 with a double, 6 strikeouts, and 2 walks this ALCS. So definitely having a rough outing in this series. But he is my strikeout guy to watch for tonight on the New York Yankees. I think, hopefully at least not this at-bat, but I think he might struggle a little bit later on in this game when it comes to the bullpen. I think maybe he'll do a little more successful at the dish when facing Greinke. And right now he does have a 1-0 count to him to start it off. Greinke with 16 pitches. Encarnacion not doing well in the ALCS. He's batting .083. Again, overall this postseason, he's batting 200. It's a little rough. That's in the wheelhouse. 84 miles per hour, pretty much down the heart of the plate. Going to be called strike 1. The count is even 1-1. 2 away. Runners on first and second. I'm going to grab a quick drink of water. Encarnacion is batting 5th tonight. Brett Gardner will follow if Encarnacion is not retired. Again, fastball right down the pipe. Bell tie right down the middle of the plate. You got to go ahead and swing at that. I mean, maybe he's waiting for an off-speed pitch. I don't really know what Encarnacion's thinking right now. Nobody does. But that was a very nice pitch to swing at. It was a fat pitch right down the heart of the plate. I don't know what else he really wants here. If he's going to get a better pitch, he might want that one back. Low 90 miles per hour. Just going to miss. The runners both took off. So Judge is at 3rd now. Aaron Hicks is at 2nd. So it was a double steal. And, of course, I didn't get to see that from the angle right away. But the catcher for the Astros, Robinson Chirinos, does not make an effort to get either one of the base runners out. So now 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs. Encarnacion, so a single should score a pair of runners. Let's go Encarnacion. A 2-2 count. Let's see what he can do here. Batting 5th. This is a huge, huge at-bat. Zach Greinke already in some trouble early in the game. It's a full count. First base is open. Brett Gardner on deck. He's also hitting 200. He has 1 home run. He's brought in 3 runners this postseason, putting together a .579 OPS. So hopefully we can get something with either Encarnacion or Gardner up. In the ALCS, Gardner's hitting 154. So this heart of the lineup is a little shaky. These 5, 6, 7 guys don't have the best average this series. Ball 4 to Encarnacion. That's the 2nd walk of the inning for Zach Greinke. And now the bases are juiced for Brett Gardner. Are you a Jets or a Giants fan? Well, I don't really follow football much. I don't really care either way. I have fans. I'm sorry. I have friends who are fans of both teams. Doesn't really matter to me. I guess I don't know. Maybe Giants. I don't know better. I only can really name a couple of guys. Eli Manning. I think Saquon Barkley is big. He just came up a year or two ago, I believe. I don't follow football much. Might get into it at some point, but probably not now. Um, Especially when I have the ALCS and the Yankees and Astros playing. So bases loaded. Brett Gardner, my favorite player, he's playing left field tonight. Of course, he's a left-handed batter. Zach Greinke's got himself into some early trouble here. Over 20 pitches, bases loaded, 2 outs. The first pitch Gardner sees outside for ball 1. This is big. The Ducks are on the pond at every base. We don't want to see a goose egg for the Yankees offensively. They've had a couple of guys on the bases. DJ LeMahieu was out. It was a fielder's choice. So if we took advantage of Correa misplaying that ball, maybe we would have already scored a run. We probably would have already scored a run. But Gardner is 3 for 3 with runners in scoring position and 2 outs this postseason. So that makes me excited as a fan. Ball 2 in the dirt. Let's go. Zach Greinke, come on. You won't walk him. You won't, throw him a fastball down the middle, get me a put me over pitch. Maybe just miss your location, let Gardner hit it all the way out for a grand slam in the first inning. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. Let's go, Gardner. 2-0 count. Gary Sanchez on deck. This is a very good start. At least we're showing signs of being able to put guys on base and getting to Greinke early. That's exactly what I said we needed before this game started, and that's what we're getting. Okay? Verlander will be starting tomorrow. Garrett Cole starting the next day if possible. Jason Vargas for MVP, says that boy. Yeah, maybe for least valuable player for LVP. But I don't know. Well, speaking of MVP of this series, right now it's Gleyber Torres for the Yankees, but the Yankees are trailing the series. If Brett Gardner hits a nice hit here, it's a 3-0 count, by the way, and he really propels the Yankees to win tonight. He might have some say in it. He might be a candidate because this is a huge game for the Yankees. We need to win this one tonight. I really don't know what to expect. I'm assuming he's taking this pitch right here because this is huge. He does not want to get out. It's a 3-0 count. We could score one simply by walking. That is huge. That voice is also Chris Davis for MVP. Yeah, least valuable players for sure. Greinke, he's ready to go. He's in control. Ball 4 to Brett Gardner. That's going to work in a run, or walk in a run, rather. That's an RBI walk. Let's go. Aaron Judge going to go ahead and score. Aaron Hicks is going to get to third, and Encarnacion is going to get to second. So it's back-to-back walks. That's the third walk we've seen from Greinke this inning. Let's go. 4 pitches. 4 balls. Gardner is going to get to first. We're going to score a run. You love to see it. Yankees take a 1-0 lead in the first inning. This is perfect. Exactly what I want to see. There's an Astros fan on TV right now. He's like, what is going on? We have the catcher, Centurinos, out there talking to Greinke. Looks like the pitching coach is out there as well. I'm assuming he's saying, hey, deep breath, stay calm here. Got to face Gary Sanchez. He's the number 7 hitter. He's struggling. Get pitches across the plate. Here we go. Gary Sanchez, I'm really excited if you couldn't tell. 21 at-bats, .095 average this October. No home runs, no RBIs, no stolen bases, a .335 OPS. This is huge, very big at-bat. 25 pitches for Greinke. When do we see the Astros go to the bullpen? 3rd inning? 4th inning? 2nd inning? If it's a big hit here, do they start warming someone up now? I mean, this is a game you really don't want to lose. Preferably you would love to get ahead in the series 3-1 if you're the Astros. But if you're the Yankees, you're trying to do everything in your power to the opposite of that. Breaking ball. Backdoor. Looks like a curveball, 75 miles per hour for strike 1. Good old Uncle Charlie to go ahead and put Greinke ahead of the count for the first time in a couple batters here. So just to kind of recap this, DJ LeMahieu worked a leadoff walk also on 4 pitches. He was then out after Judge had a fielder's choice. It was a 6-4 putout. Then Aaron Hicks worked a single into his favor. One dropped into the outfield. That was his first hit of the postseason. So Judge went to second. Hicks was at first. Gleyber Torres popped up to the first baseman for out number 2, and Encarnacion walked. loading the bases. Then Brett Gardner walks, bringing in a run. It's 1-0, and there is someone in the bullpen. Brad Peacock for the Astros. Let's look at his numbers here. Patrick really says Yankees will win. That is the goal. I hope that is the case. We're going to go to Brad Peacock. Let me look up his numbers here. All right, it's an 0-2 count to Gary Sanchez. He's going to swing and miss. The first strikeout for Greinke. That's going to be out number 3. That was way in the dirt, but that's okay. The Yankees scored 1 run on 1 hit. And it wasn't a home run, but that's okay. All right. Gardner with an RBI walk. That was huge. And now Brad Peacock. Again, he is in the bullpen for the Astros. His stats so far, we have, let me look at this here. In his last 7 games, he is 1-1 with an 8.38 ERA. So not his best. His postseason career stats, he has no wins, no losses, and a 5.11 ERA in 7 games. He started 1 game. He has 1 save in 12.1 innings pitched, 16 strikeouts, and a 1.38 WHIP. So I do not think that he has any appearances this postseason. At least as of this first inning, he doesn't have any active work this October. In the regular season, he was 7-6 with a 4.12 ERA in 23 games, 15 started games, no saves, 91.2 innings pitched, 96 strikeouts, and a 1.19 WHIP. So some decent numbers there from Peacock. I'll probably see him come in as early as the 3rd inning, maybe even a little earlier on in this game. We'll kind of have to wait and see how things fall here, and if the Yankees can continue to get to Greinke. So here we are. We have Yuli Gurriel. He's going to be leading it off for the Astros come the top of the 2nd, which is approaching very quickly here. It's Yuli Gurriel, the most likely AL Rookie of the Year, Jordan Alvarez, and Carlos Correa. These guys aren't doing amazing at the plate this October. Gurriel hitting 233, Alvarez 207, Correa 161. Those guys combined with 1 home run and 9 RBIs with 1 stolen base. So these guys later on in the order for the Astros aren't showing their best numbers, especially not in the postseason when it really matters most. But maybe we'll see some differences here. Maybe we'll see some big at-bats, but hopefully Tanaka will shut them down. Tanaka in the 2019 regular season was 11-9 with a 4.45 ERA. 182 innings pitched, 149 strikeouts, and a 1.24 WHIP. So there you have it. And yeah, Tanaka time that can dominate Game 4, lead the Yankees to a win. That would be huge. Okay, and here we go. He's ready to deal the first pitch of the 2nd inning to Yuli Gurriel. Gurriel is starting at first base tonight, as he usually does with the Astros. First pitch called strike at the knees, 0-1. So I'm pretty sure every batter now Tanaka has faced is on a first pitch strike, which is amazing. He's getting ready to throw his 20th pitch of the ball game. Trying to brush off Gurriel, I think, from the plate a little high and inside, but not crazy. There is a bit of a shift on Yuli. Urshela, Gregorius, and Torres all on the left side of second base. TJ LeMahieu, the only guy on the right side of the infield. So they're really hoping that he pulls it down the line. If he gets anything towards second and on the right side, I think it probably will be good for a base hit. Alvarez, who is on deck, is 0 for 10 in the ALCS. So it might be safe to say if we can get out Gurriel and we can get out Alvarez, or if we can get out Gurriel, we should be able to get out Alvarez, and then hopefully Correa will go down pretty easily as well. Tanaka should have a nice inning. But Gurriel's going to line it to center field. Hicks is there to make the play. So that's an L8 to lead off the top of the 2nd. 22 pitches from Tanaka. And here comes your Rookie of the Year, at least your number 1 candidate for Rookie of the Year. Alvarez has worked 2 walks. He struck out 6 times, though, in the ALCS, not XS. This series, George Springer, Yuli Gurriel, Yordan Alvarez, and Carlos Correa are combined 4 for 46. That's rough. They're averaging 1 hit apiece, and Alvarez has none to his name. So not the best in this bottom part of the lineup. The first pitch, Yordan sees, or Yordan. I never know how to say that properly. I've just gone with Yordan. But Yordan, I guess if that's how you say it as well. The first pitch he sees, he's going to foul down the line. The count is 0-1, so another first pitch strike from number 19. And I'm pretty sure I was reading up when I was taking the stats for tonight's game that the Yankees have had relief pitchers throw more innings on the mound than starters, which is kind of ridiculous. That one's going to be fouled back the other way, so it's an 0-2 count. Tanaka does not yet have a strikeout to his name, so maybe tonight or Alvarez will be the first one. I did say prior to this game starting that my guy to watch for striking out wise is George Springer, the leadoff guy. He's hitting 121 this October. You also have Correa, who's up next, hitting 161. And anyone can strike out. Doesn't really matter what their average is. So, the payoff pitch, way up. Base high, but away. 1-2. That boy says, who's your favorite non-baseball YouTuber? Non-baseball YouTuber. I'm trying to think. Who do I watch? Pretty much everyone watches baseball. For the most part, at least. Way high again. The count is even 2-2 for Yordan Alvarez. I don't watch much. I haven't watched much YouTube lately. Baseball guys I do watch are Nick Mark. I watch Mighty Goat and Shelfie. I watch a lot of Fuzzy as well. But non-baseball, I actually don't even know. What's the last non-baseball thing? I use YouTube for music sometimes and baseball stuff. So I'll have to get back to him now. I'm not quite sure, actually. The 2-2 count to the number 6 batter, Tanaka, with pitch number 28 on the evening here in the top of the second. Ball, so 3 balls in the count, 2 strikes. The count's going to be full. Carlos Correa is on deck. Really need to go ahead, get this out here. We don't want to put someone on base in a perfect world, but of course things do happen, and it might happen. Let's see if he'll bite at it. He does. He puts it into play and into the shift. Gleyber Torres, down on a knee, fields it, and then makes a throw. It is perfectly executed by DJ LeMahieu. He has to scoop it. Really nice play. He lunged for it as well. Got the out. Good stuff. That's a 4-3 put out. It can be a baseball player. Okay. You said Alex Bregman. Yeah, Alex Bregman. I'm actually subscribed to Alex Bregman on YouTube. Fun fact. So I doubt Bregman's watching this because he's playing, but I doubt he will ever watch it. Yeah, Alex Bregman. Yeah, he does a lot of YouTube stuff, which is cool. He's a really nice guy, on and off the field. I think he's amazing. And he's definitely going to be one of the best third basemen in the game in future years if he isn't already now. The guy's been amazing. Okay. I really like Bregman as a person and as a player. I think he's great. Here's Carlos Correa hitting 161 with 1 home run, 3 RBIs, and a 484 OPS in 31 at-bats, hitting 7th tonight. That's a fastball up in the zone, good for ball 1. So that's the first batter that we see get a ball. It's his first pitch of the count. So we know Tanaka's been lights out this postseason. Zach Greinke, not so much. However, anything can happen at any point in this game. Either of these guys could get lit up very quickly. Carlos Correa gets injured way too much. Well, I mean, I think everyone is just, capable. I'm trying to think of the word here. But everyone is, at risk of getting hurt at any time. Any sport is. Luckily, baseball is not as much of a contact sport as football is. But, yeah, things do happen. And, you can't really do much to prevent some of these injuries. I mean, yes, We did make a video on the channel earlier in the year when he was hurt by getting a massage at his house after a game or on an off day. That was like maybe around the halfway point of the season. That probably was preventable, but some of these things that these players have, you really can't do anything to prevent. Giancarlo Stanton, he's just been hurt a lot this season. Judd was hurt for a little while as well, and you try to get better as quickly as possible, but that doesn't always work out in your favor. So it's a 3-1 count to Correa. Tanaka's been throwing a couple balls here. Maybe he just needs to kind of take a breath. The third inning might be a little bit better for him. Big swing and miss, so it's a full count. Chirinos does not have a hit in this ALCS. I believe he is on deck, and he is the starting catcher tonight. Correa is hitting 167 this ALCS, which is 1 for 6. Jack Sanders says, will Gary Sanchez get out of his slump by the end of the ALCS? Well, I sure hope so. A, because I want to see the Yankees go to the World Series, and he needs to be very active in the World Series. But B, my what to watch for tonight is Gary Sanchez. I know he struck out to end the first inning. By the way, speaking of strikeouts, Correa's going to go down swinging there to end the inning. No runs, no hits for the Astros offense. Gary Sanchez did strike out to end the first inning with bases loaded, so that was big. But I think he'll have a nice night later on in this game. Hopefully rack up 1 or 2 hits. He's 2 for 22 now, which is 1 for 11 this postseason as a whole. He's due. He's definitely due, and I think he will get a big break soon. If it's not this game, I think it will be within this next couple. So yes, to answer your question. They get injured a lot. Yeah. Yep. The Nationals are running into a brick in the World Series. Well, I mean, I think no matter which team gets there, maybe the Astros, but it's going to be a great pitching matchup in this World Series. We have, I wouldn't necessarily say even pitching matchups. If it is the Astros and the Nationals, which not for what it isn't, just because I'm rooting for the Yankees as a biased Yankee fan. But you have either Cole or Verlander as your ace in the World Series versus Max Scherzer. The other would face off against Steven Strasburg. Then you have Greinke versus Corbin, which is nuts. And I believe the Astros have only started with those 3 guys so far in this ALCS. Those 4 and 5 guys who were like Wade Miley and Aaron Sanchez haven't gotten a start yet. I don't know if they're in the bullpen or active at all, but I know those top 3 guys in the rotation for the Astros have kind of been worked around rest time. They've been the only guys starting up until Game 4 now. Zach Greinke, this is his second start of the series. So it's going to be really great. And the Yankees don't have the most solid starting pitching if they do make it, which, of course, again, I hope they do as a biased fan. So don't take that the wrong way. But they don't have the best pitching. It's going to be a great series. I love, love, love that the Nationals are in it. It's their first ever World Series appearance. The Seattle Mariners are now the only team who has not appeared in the World Series throughout their time as a franchise. Wade Miley's active. He's in the bullpen, and Aaron Sanchez had season-ending surgery. Okay, thank you, Dead Boy, for letting me know. Actually, now I'm going to go ahead and talk about the bullpen and who we have here available. So you have Roberto Osuna as your closer, Ryan Presley, Will Harris, Josh James, Hector Rondon, Smith, Wade Miley, and Urquidy. Never heard of him. Maybe I'm just not up to date with some of these Astros guys. Jose Urquidy was 2-1 in the 2019 season with a 3.95 ERA in 9 games. He started 7. Okay. Don't really know much about him. 24 years old, though. In his career, he's 2-1. So he hasn't had much experience. 1 game in the postseason, 1.2 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts, though. It's pretty good. And 2.40 whip. Not bad at all right there. And the first pitch, Greinke throws Gio Urshela is going to be popped up to Carlos Correa. So P6 to start the second inning. Offensively for Pinstripes, or the team in Pinstripes. You're thinking of the ALDS when Miley is inactive. Okay. The depth chart I'm looking at might not be 100% accurate then. Because that's what I have here. I'm bringing up the depth chart. It says he is. But, yeah, we'll have to kind of see here. I guess maybe I'll bring him up. Or we might see him in play. Didi Gregorius, a pitch right in the wheelhouse there. Strike one. He's batting .083 this OPS, hitting ninth to ninth. Lineup will flip over with DJ LeMahieu on deck. 227 average, 1 home run, 6 RBIs, 655 OPS in total. This October, he's going to swing and miss at that one. So now he's behind in the count 0-2. And if you're Greinke, you would love to get a solid outing here this inning and get Gio, Didi, and DJ out in order. Then next inning, you face Judge, Hicks, Torres, which is going to kind of be a little rough. But I think if you can get out these three guys in order here, that might slow down the little bit of a rough inning you had in the first. However, Didi Gregorius with a hit the other way, that's going to get down for a single. And there you have it. He's going to have a hit. That'll bring up his average a little bit. So now 1 on, 1 out for DJ LeMahieu in the bottom of the second. Like the roster, so starters are Verlander, Cole, and Greinke. Yep. And then your bullpen, you should have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bullpen guys. Osuna being your closer. Actually, might be more than that. I don't know if this is 100% accurate. Because this is the depth chart on MLB.com for the Houston Astros. But it doesn't seem it's like it's up to date. Abreu, Will Harris, Josh James, Brent Peacock, Ryan Presley, Hector Rendon, Joe Smith, Jose Urquidy, yeah, okay. Patrick, who's winning? Well, the Yankees are up 1-0 with 1 out and a 1-1 count to DJ LeMahieu. You have Didi Gregorius just had a single for a base hit. And DJ LeMahieu going to tonight's game is hitting .333. He is 0 for 0 tonight with a walk. And it's big if he gets on base now for Aaron Judge, who went ahead and got on base last inning and scored the only run so far. LeMahieu's going to poke it to the right side of the infield, but the first baseman, Yuli Gurriel, will get there. He's going to flip it over to Greinke, who is covering the bag. DJ LeMahieu is out. That's going to be a 1-3 put out, but Didi Gregorius will advance to scoring position. Now bringing up Aaron Judge. Let's go. Yep, Yankees are on top early on. Bottom of the second here, 2 outs. Their last run came on 2 outs. It was a 2-out walk for Brett Gardner. It was an RBI walk, which I love. Catchers in Chirinos and Maldonado. Yeah, Chirinos is starting tonight's game. Martin Maldonado is on the bench. Altuve, Bregman, Correa, Gurriel, Diaz for the infield. Cool. The first pitch to Aaron Judge is low, but a called strike at the knees. 0-1. Aaron Hicks on deck. He is 1 for 4 this October. He got his first hit of the postseason last inning. If he does come up now, he's 4 for 14 with 1 home run, 2 RBIs, and that is in reference to Aaron Judge. Gregorius standing on second base in scoring position. Counts even at 1 out, so that's going to miss low. Outfielders are Brantley, Marisnick, Reddick, Springer, and Tucker. Brantley, Reddick, and Springer are all starting tonight. So Greinke, nearing 40 pitches now. I haven't seen anything on the TV for the bullpen action. And of course, Alvarez as DH. Yes. Yep. The 1-1 delivery. Judge is going to check his swing. The first base umpire says he went. Of course, I don't know if they're going to show it again. They are. I don't know if he broke his wrists or not on that one. It's close. I can see how the umpire could have gone either way, though, for sure. So, honestly, good call to the umpire. And that's something you don't get a replay for as an umpire watching it happen live. So, good judgment there, I guess. Who do you think wins AL MVP? I don't think it's going to be Devers, so he did have a very good season. The count is even at 2 now to Judge, as that one's going to be slowed away. I don't think it's going to be Devers. It might end up being the Astros third baseman, Alex Bregman. It won't be DJ LeMahieu. I don't think Trout might win it as well, but unless Bregman has a very good World Series and does some very amazing things, I think it's probably going to be Trout. Good old Uncle Charlie for 67 miles an hour. Way low and away. The count is full to Judge. First base is open, and Aaron Hicks is on deck. Greinke has hit 40 pitches now here. He's 1 2/3 into this game. All right, here we go. Greinke, the delivery to Judge. He's going to deal. It's low. Judge swings at it, fouls it off. It's going to remain full, or the count's going to remain full. The meat of the order will be up in the third inning, pretty much no matter what. Say Judge does get on base, you have Hicks up now, or you will have Hicks up next. You have Torres, Encarnacion, and Gardner. Do you think Ichiro was a secret slugger? He was very good at what he did, all around. Offensively, defensively, the guy was a GOAT for sure. Big wave and a miss from Judge, 91 miles an hour in the wheelhouse, but he cannot get a piece of it, so that's going to be a strikeout swinging. Greinke's second strikeout of the night, but the Yankees have a goose egg for the run column there. On one hit, though, that was from Didi Gregorius. So we're going to go ahead into the top of the third inning, where now the Astros will have catcher Robinson Chirinos leading it off. Then Josh Reddick playing right field tonight, batting ninth. And you'll have your number one guy, George Springer, batting third in the top of the third inning. So Tanaka has looked pretty solid. Pitch count might be a little high. We want to see him go 5 innings, 6 or 7 on a very good day. If this is a quick third inning here, he could definitely do that. But yeah, I mean, I would love to see Tanaka go solid 5 or 6 with a couple hits given up, very little runs, if any. 1-0 would be a very good number for us. The bullpen, we've been pretty okay with the bullpen. We've had some difficulty that we shouldn't have. I think Chad Green was taken out a little too early back in Game 2 of the ALCS, and there have just been some interesting decisions here, but not interesting in a bad way per se. I would love to go ahead and see maybe Ottavino out of the bullpen tonight. Let's see who else we can go to. I mean, Otto is always a solid guy that we can count on. Chad Green might be nice. Canely, I wouldn't mind throwing it for an inning or so if we have to. So we have a lot of choices. We also have Johnny Loizaga, which I can never say his last name right on the first try. Johnny Loizaga is an option. Hopefully we don't go to him in a close game, though. I think we could have much better options. Zach Britton. I don't know when the last time we used him was. Have you ever been in a hurricane? Yeah, a hurricane hit the tri-state area 7 years ago, maybe. And, luckily, thank goodness nothing happened. And we were good. Of course, we lost power and stuff for a little bit, but everything that we own is fine. And, or was fine at the time, which is very big. So, yeah. All right, Chirinos, Reddick, Springer, 8-9-1. Again, Springer is my strikeout watch player for the Astros tonight offensively. And in 121 going into tonight's game with 33 at-bats, having a rough offensive outing this postseason. Remember when I said the Cardinals were like my local 3-year-old T-ball team in the ALCS? Yes, I think that was last stream that we were mentioning that. That was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. Okay, so here we are. The game is back from commercial break. I'm excited. We're going to be able to call another inning of play almost an hour into the stream, which is phenomenal. Depending on how long it takes to get through 5 innings, I think 5 innings would be a great time to stream and a great duration. So here we go. First pitch to Chirinos is the ball. He's 0 for 7 this series with 3 strikeouts, hitting 125. He does have, though, 1 home run and 1 RBI to his name. So at least he's got something there. 2-0 count, that's going to miss in the dirt. So Tanaka kind of thrown a couple more pitches than he had to last inning. Right now, he's off to an interesting start. 2-0 count. Start the leadoff guy, the number 8 guy in the lineup. I think would be attacking him a little bit more, pounding the strike zone. 3 guys on the left part of the infield again. DJ LeMahieu was the sole guy on the right side of the infield. With the 3-0 count to the catcher. So I don't know what Tanaka's doing here. He's got to get a strike over the plate now, though. 100%. He's about to reach 40 pitches as well in 2 completed innings of play. Nationals are going to take the World Series 4-1. Okay. Good take. We'll have to kind of see who they face, maybe. Tanaka, first batter he faces this inning, it's going to be a walk. And it's not a bad thing. He just takes a deep breath now. Not a bad thing, but not the best start to the inning. Okay, Reddick is up. We could easily get a double play and turn 2 here. Get it around the horn. 5-4-3 double play would be nice. 6-4-3 double play would be nice. Any double play would suffice for me at this point. Just at least as long as you don't advance someone from first base. So here we go. Tanaka, the first pitch, he's going to deal to Reddick. Looks like a slider for strike 1. And there we go. You had to pick one player from the Orioles who would it be? Easily Trey Mancini. He's very good, very underrated. I think take a breath and actually rephrase that and speak English. I think if he was on a better team, he'd get a lot more recognition. He might even play a little better than what he is doing now with the Orioles, what he did do this season with the Orioles. We're going to look at Trey Mancini's stats really quick here. He did very good. And when I went to go see the Orioles play the Astros, actually, this season in Baltimore, he performed very well. Not Baltimore. Let's see. Trey Mancini in a regular season had 602 at-bats, 106 runs, 175 hits, 35 home runs, nearly 100 RBIs, 3 shy with 97, 1 stolen base, a 291 average, 364 on base percentage, and 899 OPS. Like, that's a very good offensive guy, and he has some pretty solid defense as well. So I'd easily pick him. Honestly, I think he'd be very good with the Yankees if the Yankees ever needed an outfielder right now. We are overcrowded with outfielders on the roster. And Reddick's going to get one down for a single. Chirinos is going to stay at second. That's the first hit of the game for the Astros, and it comes to the number 9 guy in the order. Not very good. Tanaka, deep breath. Really, you got to get Springer out here. Strike him out or double play. Something's got to happen. We cannot give up another base runner without them surrendering at least 1 out. So, yeah, Mancini, very good. I like him. I think he will leave the Orioles as soon as possible. He deserves to be with a better team, and he should be on a winning team. He could be with a contender and really change a contending team's outlook for next year, of course, because now it's too late. But if he ever went to a team right on the edge, like the Cubs this year, or if he went to like the Brewers or the Dodgers or something, the Dodgers would be even better, which is crazy. Any team, I think, would benefit from Mancini being on that roster. First pitch to the number 1 guy, Springer, is going to be a ball now. So first and second, got some guys on the pond now for the leadoff guy. Springer starting off in center tonight defensively. He's 0 for 1. He lined out Didi Gregorius back in the first inning. And Tanaka going to fake a pickoff attempt back to second. He's not going to throw the ball, which is smart because we don't want to throw it away. 121 average going into tonight's game, again in 33 at-bats. 1 in every category: home run, RBI, and stolen bases. On deck is Jose Altuve. You don't want to face Altuve with the bases loaded, especially with no outs. And no. Oh, that one's gone. That one's gone. George Springer with his second home run of the postseason. That's going to put the Astros up 3-1. So I guess now you don't have to worry about facing Altuve with the bases loaded. Oh my goodness, Tanaka was supposed to be better than this. But I did say it a little while ago in the stream, anything can happen at any time. Easily, one of these starters could get lit up at any given moment. So that kind of sucks. But it is still early, and Zach Greinke's still in the game, so the Yankees can get to him hopefully in the bottom of the third. These runs will not go unanswered. But, okay. Yeah, this is the bottom of the order that we were facing. Chirinos and Reddick, the 8-9 guys. Those should have been outs, and we didn't get them. Chirinos should not have walked, especially on 4 pitches. Was it 4 pitches? I don't remember. I think it was. Chirinos should not have walked in general at all. Not good. Second and third inning has looked very shaky. The starting pitching for the Yankees has not been great. So now Springer, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs this October. Altuve, big swing and a miss, 0-2 count. You have to be a fan of any AL Central team, who would it be? Kind of depends on if it's when I started watching baseball or if now I started to watch the AL Central teams and want to pick one of those teams. With the knowledge that I have, I'd go with the Twins. The Twins are the Indians easily. But if when I was younger, it was like, oh, one of these 5 teams, which do you want to be a fan of? Or, I'm watching, I see, oh, the Tigers are playing. I think that kind of takes part of my decision. Indians or Twins, probably. I'd go for one of the better teams, and I'd root for them. The 0-2 delivery from Tanaka to Altuve, the second baseman. Fouled off and out of play. Yeah. Yeah, Yankees are down 2 runs now. Tanaka looked very good. 6 innings, he threw 68 pitches back in game 1, gave him 1 hit. He has 48 pitches now in the 3rd inning, and he's given up 3 runs. You use the chat too much. No, not at all. Not at all, that boy. Fouled off again by Altuve. He's giving Tanaka a run for his money, not trying to go down easily. Yeah. Not a great inning if you're the Yankees right now. Brantley is on deck. He is 0 for 0 with a walk so far this game. Yeah, Altuve, you need to kind of sit down, buddy. Strike out, fly out, whatever. Tanaka needs to get someone out here. Soft dribbler to Didi Gregorius. Oh my gosh. It died in the grass and slowed down. Didi made a great play, did all he could, got the ball over to LeMahieu, and it wasn't in time. Are you kidding me? Is this close enough for the Yankees to review? Maybe did the umpire with the wrong play, the wrong call. Not even close. I'll take it was safe. Oh my gosh, it's an infield single for Jose Altuve, and it keeps getting bad. It's going from bad to worse right now. The Yankees can't get an out. Tanaka has been struggling this 3rd inning. We should have someone warming up the bullpen now because this is just not looking good at all. You think we could still win? Yes, of course. If we could finally get the double play I've been talking about this entire inning with Brantley up, or just get an out in general, being down only 2 runs is not bad. That's something we can come back from. Your home run prediction is on Bregman. Okay. Mine is on Altuve, who just had a single. So we'll have to wait until at least the next time he comes up to see if maybe I'm right. And then for the Yankees, Torres and Sanchez. For the Yankees, on my part, I'm going Gleyber Torres. He has 3 home runs this October. He's, of course, hitting cleanup tonight. So yeah, for those of you guys who don't know, or if you guys are just joining the stream now, not prediction watch. So what do you mean then? For those of you guys who are just joining the stream now, I do predict guys I think are going to strike out and hit a home run for both teams that I stream. So for the Astros tonight, I think Altuve will hit a home run and Springer will strike out. Springer hit a home run and Altuve has done nothing. So I'm wrong in both those predictions so far. Springer, I think, just had back-to-back hits though. Altuve now sitting on first after a single. It's an 0-1 count to Brentley to start this at bat. And then for the Yankees, my home run watch is Gleyber Torres, and my strikeout watch is Encarnacion. Oh, just the watch, not prediction. Okay. Brentley worked a walk in his first at bat. Hopefully now he gets retired some way, somehow. Chad Green is warming up. That's what I want to see. I want to see a solid guy, solid reliever come in now. And let's go ahead and look at Green's stats in the postseason here. He's 1-0 this postseason, the 0.00 ERA in 4 games, 4.2 innings pitched, 4 strikeouts, and a .43 WHIP. In 2019, he was 4-4, with a 4.17 ERA in 54 games. He started 15 games, 2 saves, 69 innings pitched, 98 strikeouts, and a 1.23 WHIP. All right. The 0-2 delivery to the left fielder. It's gonna be a hit. It's gonna be a hit. Altuve is gonna go from first to third. Let's get Tanaka out of this game, please. Take him out. He has not gotten it out, and he's faced 5 batters now this inning. So Altuve to third. Brantley with a single. Can we please take out Tanaka? Green is warming up. He should just come into the game now. Because now Bregman's up. And Tanaka's looked very bad this inning. This is a big game, and we really can't afford to lose it. We needed a couple more runs in the first inning. If Gary Sanchez didn't strike out with the bases loaded and he got a hit, might be a tie game right now. I don't know. It's fine though. The game's been over till it's over, and I live by that. I think that's very true. You cannot consider a team out of the game till the last out is made. Tanaka, oh my gosh, this isn't good. Okay, it's right back to Tanaka. He's gonna throw it home to get Altuve out. So there's 1 out. However, it's okay. I'm gonna write this out. Altuve's out, but Brantley ran to third, and Bregman on the fielder's choice made it to second. So second and third 1 out now, which means a single brings in 2 more runs. This is a mess. Please, let's just get knock out of the game, please. Not the outcome I wanted so far. But as I was saying before, Bregman rudely interrupted me with that hit back to Tanaka, that comebacker. I always say it's not over till it's over. Once the last out is recorded, then you know who's really going to win this game. Unless, for example, it was Cardinals-Braves Game 5 of the NLCS. That's a little different story. 10 runs in the first inning, I don't think you really come back from that. All right. Yuli Gurriel, he's 0 for 1 in tonight's game. 30 at-bats and a 233 coming into this evening. 5 RBIs, 1 stolen base, 539 OPS. It's going to pop out to the infield for a strikeout. Fouled off, the count is 1-1. Let's see who's up next. Jordan Alvarez. If we get the out, Tanaka will probably end the 3rd inning. Like, he'll go through 3 innings of pitching, and then Green will come in, hopefully in the 4th. But if he gives up a hit to Gurriel here, or if he just lets Gurriel get on base, bases loaded, 1 out to Alvarez, I don't know what we do there. There's a shift. So DJ LeMahieu is the only one on the right side of the infield again this game. It's now a 2-1 count. The number 5 batter. This is really rough. This is hurting me. I'm in pain watching this game right now. After this inning, this has not been good. Nearly 60 pitches for Tanaka. And he hasn't even finished a third of the game. Well, of course, they don't go full 9 innings. But 2 1/3 innings, and he's at 58 pitches. least it counts even 2-2 to the first baseman. But honestly, I might be done streaming after like the fourth. If it's gonna be like this and the Yankees aren't gonna put up much offensively, I might have to go upstairs, turn the game off, and go to bed. I'm just kind of expect to see the Yankees lose tomorrow morning when I get the recaps and stuff. Come on, Yankees, get it together. We need offense, and we need to not let any more runs come in for the rest of the game. Full count to Gurriel. Let's see, Tanaka has given up two walks, no strikeouts. Sorry, one strikeout. That was back in the second. Decent amount of hits, 3 runs. All 3 runs came in this inning. Yeah, Boone's got to bring in Green soon. Sanchez is up at the mound, talking to Tanaka. Yo, get it together. Throw some strikes, get some outs. Do what you're supposed to be doing. Let's go. Come on. You know what? I'm gonna switch hats. Go ahead to my MLB Network hat on now. Yankees went away. Not gonna take off the Yankees jersey. I still have faith in them, which I think it's a little hard right now for me to watch this game. But I love commentating it. I love being able to stream with you guys and have you all in the chat. So thank you all, by the way. I think now's a great time to say this. Thank you all for joining in on the stream tonight. I'm glad you guys were able to make it out. So far, I think it's been very good. Gurriel's going to pop that one up. Aaron Judge, kind of shallow right field. He's got a cannon. Brantley's not going to test it. You know better. Good job. So 2 outs now. Second and third. The P9. 2 outs to face Alvarez. Let's get him out. End the inning, giving them only 2 runs. Dat Boy says, are you going to stream the World Series? Yes, that is the goal. I'm going to stream as many games as possible of the World Series. I don't know if the schedule's out yet for the World Series, but I should be able to stream the majority of the games. I hope to stream the majority of the games. I don't think there's a schedule out yet. Yeah, Nationals are guaranteed to be in it. At this rate, the Astros, they have a good shot. That's for sure. Alvarez is going to pop it up. Please, Gardner, catch it. He does. Okay. P7 to end the inning. Tanaka's probably done now. He better be done after that very rocky third inning. Let's see. What was it? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hits. 3 runs for the Astros. And the game has shifted. Houston now has a lead. I'm sad. Game-wise, I'm happy YouTube and streaming-wise. So thank you again for keeping me happy now in this sad time. Of course, I'm over-exaggerating things, guys. But, yeah, okay. World Series prediction. Well, I'm actually going to have a full video out when we know who's going to be in the World Series for sure. But, Nationals probably lose, no matter who they face. I could be wrong. I would love for them to prove me wrong, be the underdogs again. I wasn't really expecting them to beat the Dodgers, but I really wanted them to, and they did. And then for the Cardinals, I kind of thought they had the advantage. I was going back and forth. But they did well, and they were successful, beat the Cardinals in 4 games. I would love to see them win the World Series and their first ever appearance this late into a postseason. But I don't think they're going to necessarily win it. It might be a little harder for them to go ahead and outplay the Astros or the Yankees, whoever it is that they do end up facing. The Astros make it to the World Series, they'll probably win. And if the Yankees make it to the World Series, I would love to see them win. I guess that's kind of who it is. Who is up next batting? I forgot. No worries. That is partially why I'm here, to help you guys get through this game, audibly. Of course. So for the Yankees now, bottom of the 3rd inning, Aaron Hicks, Gleyber Torres, Edwin Encarnacion are all due up. Those are your 3, 4, 5 guys. Hicks is 1 for 1. Torres is 0 for 1. Edwin is 0 for 0 with a walk. He made it to second, but didn't get much further. Hicks made it to third after signaling back in the first inning. That's relief. Yeah, we need the bottom of the lineup to do a little bit better. And by the bottom of the lineup, I just mean Gary and Gio. Those were the only guys retired past the number 4 guy, which isn't bad. What's up, Juan Hernandez? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Yeah, so kind of hoping we can get something going here. We can't let 3 runs go unanswered. We need to at least get the bases loaded, but I would love to score 1 or 2 here. More than that would be great. We just don't know how long Greinke's going to be in the game, and we want to take advantage of him potentially struggling maybe a little bit more. So yeah, Hicks 1 for 4 this postseason. Torres hitting just under 417 now in October. He has the most RBIs out of the starters for this game. That's 10 in October baseball. 2 stolen bases. Also leads the 9 guys starting tonight. 3 home runs. Same thing. He's leading that category as well. All right. Aaron Hicks, the first pitch he sees, good old Uncle Charlie, 73 miles per hour low. That's one thing about Zach Greinke. His curveball is very slow, kind of deceiving almost because he's throwing mid to low 90s with a fastball, and then he's getting you with a very off-speed pitch. He's going down to 67 sometimes at its very lowest point. At least I think maybe it's even not 66 a couple times. I'm doing great. You're from where Alan Chapman is from. That's awesome. I'm glad you're doing great. I'm also doing great. I'd be doing better if the Yankees were winning. But it's the 1-2 count out of Gary Sanchez. Not Gary Sanchez. Sorry, Aaron Hicks. I don't know why I was saying Gary Sanchez there. But yeah, Hicks. Love to see him get on base. Lead it off. Started off strong for us here on the bottom of the third. This game is not nearly close to being over. But I would love for Hicks to go ahead, get something going. That's the curveball again. It's going to be a backdoor curve. Counts even at 2, though. That was registered at 67 miles an hour. Going to the Dominican next week. That's awesome. Hope we have a great time. So, not full count, but the count's even at 2 for Hicks. And, I mean, against Greinke, I don't think you're going to see the curveball 3 times in a row. He might challenge you up and in with the fastball. He challenged him up and away with a changeup, 85 miles per hour. That's a strikeout. Hicks not a piece of it. Strikeout number 3 for Greinke on the night. And now our cleanup guy, Gleyber Torres, is up. Puerto Rico, 2 months. That's awesome. Enjoy both your trips, man. That's great. ALCS Game 4. 3 innings in. Astros have a 3-1 lead over the Yankees. Don't count out New York yet, though. Don't count them out. Gleyber Torres, solo shot right here. Come on. Make my prediction right. Make me correct now. 70 miles per hour, backdoor curveball. Good on Uncle Charlie. Yet again, Greinke's really using this pitch a lot more than I've seen or that I've recognized and picked up the past 2 innings. Maybe that's something that the Yankees are going to watch out for now. That's low, so the count's even at 1. I would love a solo shot from Gleyber. I think that'd be amazing. Remember when I came into the stream for the first time and could not speak English, only Spanish? Yeah. Spanish is very English is very good too, rather. Sorry. 2-1 count. I'm sorry. Goodness, it should have been 2-1 count. That was inside. Umpire, what are you doing? 1-2 count. Torres. 22 years old. Where is number 25? This is rough. This is rough. Oh gosh. Okay, that's in the dirt. Now it's the 2-2 count. And Edwin Encarnacion is on deck. We got to get some action. We cannot get this inning and let this inning go by without at least a base runner. We need to score 100%, but there's no chance that we can just be okay with not having a base runner against Greinke, who we were able to get to in the first inning. Second inning, not so much. Third inning, showing signs of a little bit of struggle and hardship here. Torres is going to foul it off. Count's going to remain 2-2. Greinke was very solid in the regular season. The postseason, has not been great for him. But tonight has honestly been one of his better starts. He's only given up 100 runs so far in 2 1/3. And his ERA was 8.38 going into tonight. So not too shabby, I guess. Hopefully the Yankees do a little more damage. So he had 11 strikeouts in 2 games. Now in 3 games so far, he has 14 strikeouts. Now a quick drink of water. Another one fouled back for the second baseman tonight for the Yankees. Edwin Encarnacion, Brett Gardner, and then maybe Gary Sanchez. If we see that far into the lineup, that deep into the lineup this inning. Hour 20 minutes into the stream, which is great. I don't know if we're going to make the 2 hours tonight. I would love to, but I'm not sure if we will. That's a shallow blooper. But the right fielder, Josh Reddick, will get there. First 2 guys have gone down in order. And yeah, we haven't gotten a hit. And a couple batters now. Didi Gregorius is the last guy to get on base via a hit. That was a little earlier on last inning. So it's not like crazy. But I would love for Encarnacion to get something now. We need the I cannot emphasize this as much. Or I can't emphasize this too much. Sorry, I can't speak. But yeah, something's gotta click for this Yankees offense. Encarnacion's gonna foul that one back. He's down in the count 0-1. I remember when I saw Cuba in the World Baseball Classic, I was there against China. That's awesome. What year was that? I don't follow the World Baseball Classic as much as I would like to. For whatever reason, as soon as I think of World Baseball Classic, I think of Adam Jones and that really good catch. Whenever that was, a year or 2 ago. 2017, awesome. Yeah, I would love to get to a postseason game for the Yankees. A World Baseball Classic game would be nuts, but I don't think we'll ever really get to one of those. 0-2 count now to Encarnacion. He has worked himself a walk back in the first. He's 0 for 0 tonight. 1-2 count now. It's going to miss high. Yankees are in serious danger of putting up a goose egg this inning, both in hits and runs. And this was like the meat of the order, too. This was some solid guys coming up that we really need to take advantage of. Counts even a 2 to the number 5 batter. Greinke and Tanaka kind of switched places tonight. Zach was lights out more than Tanaka was, and not really what I was expecting, not what I was hoping for. That's okay. Strike 3. Are you kidding me? That looked inside. Encarnacion can't believe it. It was like just inside, but it was enough where I thought it was going to be ball 3 easily. Austin Kitchens, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Encarnacion just struck out looking. So Greinke retired us in order. Donald Greinke, may I say, retired us in order. Not very happy. We're going to the top of the 4th. The Astros are up 3-1, which they deserve it, though. They've been outplaying the Yankees for this game in the series. You're doing good. That is awesome. I'm doing pretty good, too. The Yankees are winning. I'm doing a little bit better. But I'm very happy with how the streams turned out. Having you guys all on the stream, having you in the stream now, too. I'm glad you're able to make it out. And, yeah. So, Yankees, let's turn it around. What is America like? Haven't only been there for 1 day. I don't really know, actually. I haven't been to many other countries outside, or many other places outside of America compared to, but it's not bad. Yeah, it's not terrible. I mean, I have no complaints, but I, can't speak for anyone else. It's a couple million people that live here. So, yeah, it's not bad at all. All right, so for the Astros now, here at the top of the 4th, you're 7, 8, 9 guys up. That is Carlos Correa, Robinson Chirinos, Josh Reddick, What have they done so far this game? Correa struck out in the second, and then that was to end the inning. Chirinos walked, Reddick hit a single. Both of them scored back in the third. So, yeah, that's how that's going. And I'm assuming we're going to see Chad Green in the game now, but I'm not sure. Hopefully, when this commercial break comes to a close and I see the Yankees game back on, I don't see Tanaka back on the mound because I don't think that's the right move here for Dooley. He struggled in the second inning, and he was showing signs of, or he was like foreshadowing, not doing so great. He was missing his locations. He was kind of throwing extra pitches, and though he did retire the side in the second, he pitched a little more than he had to. I should consider going over there. Yeah, you definitely should. That boy, welcome back to the stream. Yankees are losing 3-1 now, and that's not good. All right, so yeah, 7, 8, 9, Correa, Chirinos, Reddick. None of these guys are in my what to watch for. Altuve and Springer both have 12 home runs. Now Springer has 13. So that what to watch for. I said Altuve and Springer, you should kind of go ahead, keep an eye out on. And I was right on that one. Carlos Correa to left center field, though. Gardner's going to make the play. Thank goodness. Tanaka's still in the game, though. First pitch, he's going to get Correa out. Hopefully that's a sign of feeling better. So yeah, Altuve, Springer, both had 12 home runs going into tonight, which was tied for the franchise record by a single player in the postseason. Now Springer has 13, so he has the sole possession of that record. Here with one out in the top of the fourth, catcher Robinson Chirinos is up. He worked a walk and scored last inning. Hopefully Tanaka does better against him now, though. If not, we should probably see Green coming in very soon. He shows bunt that pitches right down the wheelhouse, and he pulls back, but it's a called strike one. He's 0 for 7 in the ALCS, which is really why I don't understand. I think Tanaka walked him on 4 pitches. We didn't attack the zone at all. It didn't make sense to me, but I'm not Tanaka. I'm not an executive. I'm not a manager. I am just a kid streaming on YouTube. So there's that. Called strike 2 to Chirinos. I would love to strike him out. I think I might have jinxed it a little bit last inning when I said, hey, it's the bottom of the order. We should be able to get these outs pretty easily. That might have been a mistake on my part, and that's my bad. The delivery, ball 1. Tanaka's in the deal here looking for the strikeout. He's only retired 1 guy on strikes tonight, and that was Carlos Correa, who just lined out to left. So yeah, he was averaging 1 strikeout an inning coming into tonight's game in this postseason. Definitely not the case now. That's going to be roped to shortstop DJ Gregorius. He's going to make the play. A nice little one hopper to DJ LeMahieu, who's going to get the ball and retire. Chirinos, what is that? That's 6-3 put out. You just announced you made a new baseball team. Congratulations. It's like a baseball. That's awesome. I always look forward to like travel baseball season and stuff. I'm not currently on a team right now. Probably won't play again until spring. But that's awesome. I wish you the best of luck. I know you'll do great. So congratulations on the big news. All right, here we go. Reddick, 1 for 1. Don't remind me. I reminded myself. That's stupid. Okay. Well, here we go. We got a shift now. And this is kind of opposite of what we've seen a lot of the night. The majority of the shifts have been 3 guys on the left side of the field. Now you only have Urshela in between third and second. So you have to go ahead and hope that Reddick does not go the other way with this ball, because that would be bad, and he would most likely sneak it through the alley for a single. Tanaka 1-1 count. Reddick's gonna pop it up. He does go to left with it. Gardner on the warning track will make the catch. He's gonna throw the ball up into the fans. A guy with a glove catches it. That's awesome. Pop out to 7. Left field, no runs and no hits. Naka actually looked pretty decent. Gave the Astros a goose egg, both with the runs and hits. Speaking of making teams that made the basketball team, Sally's only junior varsity. Hey, that's not bad though. Congratulations on making the basketball team. Junior varsity is nothing to be ashamed of. It's very good. And it's setting up for varsity next year. That's all. And you'll just be able to be one of the best players on junior varsity. How about that? So here we go. Brett Gardner had a lot of action defensively in the top of the fourth. Now he's going to be leading off offensively from the bottom of the fourth. He's batting sixth tonight, starting in left. You have Gardner, Gary, and Gio all due up this inning. If one or more of them get on, Didi Gregorius will come up. He's 1-for-1 with a single, and he made it to second back in the second inning. You're only eligible for JV because you're only in seventh grade. Hey, that's not bad though. Seventh grade playing on the JV team. That's awesome. That's really good. All right, yeah. So we're looking at the numbers here. Gardner, 0 for 0. He has a walk and an RBI back in the first. He is responsible for the only run that scored, or bringing in the only run that scored. Judge was the only guy who came across the plate tonight for the Yankees so far. Hopefully, he's not going to be the only one throughout the entire game. That would be bad. But, yeah, okay. So you have Gardner, who's 0 for 0. Gary Sanchez is 0 for 1. He struck out with the bases loaded. And then Gio Urshela is 0 for 1. He popped out to the shortstop, Carlos Correa. So, in my what to watch for, I was being bold and said that Gary Sanchez would have a big night at the plate. Currently, he's 0 for 1, but that does not mean this at-bat in this inning coming up will not be great. I think he might get a hit. I hope he gets something. And actually, now that I'm looking at it, my strikeout watch prediction was Edwin Encarnacion. He did strike out back in the third inning. So that prediction is correct, and I'm very happy about that. So that is one prediction correct. I said Springer. I mentioned Springer, my what to watch for. I also said he'd strike out. Maybe I should put him as my home run guy, but that's okay. Would you rather move to Minnesota or North Dakota? Hint, both of them are ice boxes. Minnesota for sure, because they have a baseball team in that state. North Dakota, I can't think of anything really off the top of my head that would bring me to North Dakota, maybe other than a lot of land, but I'm not someone who would need a whole lot of land, I don't think. So yeah, I'd go to Minnesota all day. 0-1 0-1 to Gardner, who's 2 for 13 this series. So hitting a little less than 167 in the championship series this year. Overall, he came in tonight hitting 200. He was 5 for 25. Big swing and a miss. We're going to see that curveball again. That's been key these last 2 innings for Greinke. The Yankees need to start keeping an eye out for it more. And a very slow pitch. So it's going to get you. It's going to make you dance in that batter's box. You're going to look silly majority of the time he throws it. Gardner's down 0-2 in the count. Greinke's going to deal to the lefty. Swing and a miss in the dirt. It's dropped, but Chirinos fires it over to first to get Gardner. That was an attempt at the drop third strike. Gardner ended up being out anyway. Not the start I wanted to the fourth inning. But that's okay. So what is that? Strikeout. Swinging. Strikeout number 4. No. 1, 2. Yeah, 4 for Greinke. 5. I can't count. Strikeout number 5. My bad. This code is boring. Nothing is NDSU Bison. No undefeated in football every year. They win every championship. That's pretty cool. Again, I don't really watch football though, so I'm not a big football guy. That really wouldn't mean much to me unless I really started getting into it more. Last 12 plate appearances for Gary Sanchez. 7 strikeouts, 3 flyouts, 2 groundouts, 5 left on base. I was trying to be positive going into that what to watch for. I shouldn't have been. At least not yet. 1-0 count. The next pitch. What is it? A curveball. Good for strike one. Come on, Gary. Killing me here. I should have maybe looked into how many strikeouts and stuff he had. That's going to be a ground out. Correa. Gurriel. Rip. Okay. Manny Machado was a bust. Okay. We'll see. I want to look at his. Actually, I think you were mentioning his stats last year. He was hitting like 250, 260 to end the year. But he. I don't know. I don't think he's necessarily a bust. The Padres had him for such a long time. I think he will be good. I hope, at least for the Padres' sake, he's good for a couple of those seasons. But we'll see. Hopefully injury doesn't get in the way and stuff. That kind of sucked paying someone that much money from just the bench. Right in the wheelhouse, the first pitch that Greinke deals to Gio Urshela. Yankees are at risk of going down in order for the second straight inning, or if Urshela cannot get on base. Greinke's looked pretty solid. That first inning was his worst inning. Urshela is going to poke it right to Jose Altuve, who will make the throw over to Yulieski Gurriel. The 4-3 putout to end the inning. 0 in the hits column and runs column. 2 innings in a row for the Yankees hitters. Now we move to the 5th inning. The lineup cards will turn over. George Springer is leading off. Tanaka will probably still be in the game. I'm just left clueless right now. I don't really know what's going on. I don't know why Tanaka's still in. I mean, last inning he did look significantly better, but I wouldn't want to leave him in there for him to give up or be at risk of picking up a lot more runs. All it takes is 1 inning, as was clearly demonstrated with the 3rd inning. This year, anyway. Okay, Kyle Freeland is a bust, 100%. Let me look up Kyle Freeland. Let's see. Kyle. He's with the Rockies, right? He's pitching with the Rockies. Oh, 3-11, 6.73 ERA, 22 games, 79 strikeouts. Okay, so not the best numbers this year. The Rockies also weren't great this year. So if your offense isn't doing a whole lot, you really can't expect to win a whole lot of games, I guess. Yeah, his last 7 games of the season were rough. His last 15 were very rough. His last 30, all of his games were pretty rough. You should look at 2017 and 18 compared to 2019. It's not showing me 2017 stats here. See the minors in 2017? Alright, it's not showing me minors or major stats for 2017. In 2018, he pitched in 1 game, no wins, no losses, nothing for the ERA, 6.2 innings pitched, 4 hits, 82 pitches, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, 174 average against. Look on Baseball Reference. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at MLB.com. That might be the problem here. Greinke's rating balls against Gardner were dirty. Yeah, he's got a good curveball, and you would think the Yankees are like, okay, 3rd and 4th inning, he used it a lot. Let's either wait back on it since it's coming in at 66 miles per hour sometimes, which is very slow compared to what else we're seeing, or it's okay, let's just lay off of them or expect them and try to work your at-bats around it. But they're not doing that. First pitch to Springer, it's a ball. I'm expecting him not to strike out, but I pretty think he would. Again, kind of being too nice to the Yankees, I think. Too biased. 2017, 11-11 for Kyle Freeland, 4.10 ERA, 33 games. Yeah, much better numbers there. 169 hits, And up, 78 runs, 71 earned runs. Not bad. Yeah, 19 was not good for him, though. I say once the Yankees get, or sorry, not the Yankees, once the Rockies get better, he should be a little better as well, I would hope. Springer is going to ground out. Oh, is he? He's out, okay. Very close play. A lot closer than I would have liked. I looked like DJ Gregorius was over there and made the play. Kind of looking at all different screens here. I'm looking at three different things. I believe that was the 6-word put out to start the first. I just saw a recap of the Springer home run. Thought Altuve went yard. Because again, quickly like looking back and forth at things. I just saw a ball leave the stands. I was very nervous. Okay. Here's Altuve. He's up now. He's the other guy said that we should watch out for this game. I said he'd hit a home run. I predicted he'd hit a home run. He better not. Okay, Altuve. I would rather be wrong with this prediction, please. 1 for 4 so far. Edwin Encarnacion did strike out. It's my only hope, my only saving grace, is that one right prediction. Top of the 5th inning. Still a 3-1 game in Houston's favor. Yankees aren't looking great. He's having a very good second game in this series. He seems to have clicked. He realized, I guess, maybe what he did wrong against the Yankees in Game 1. Changed his way about going into tonight, and it shows. Altuve deep to right center, but luckily and thankfully not deep enough. Hicks is there to make the play on the warning track. F8 in the scorebooks. And that's going to bring up Michael Brantley. When this game is 1 for 1 with a walk and a single. Tanaka, 75 pitches. Chad Green was warming up like back in the 3rd. I doubt he's still warming up now, but yes, Tanaka is still on the mound. So maybe he'll come out after the 6th because they've left him in so far. Big poke and a miss for Brantley. He's going to swing through a fastball in the wheelhouse. I believe that came in at 94 miles an hour from Tanaka. Chad Green's back up now in the bullpen. We're just going to talk about that. Let's see here. What do we have? Strike 2. Right down the middle again. Belt high, 87 miles an hour. Good pitch. Luckily, Brantley didn't take that all the way out, though. The 0-2 with 2 outs here at the top of the 5th. Yankees down 3-1. Let's get something. Strike him out. Nope. Ball in the dirt. Okay. So the Yankees really need to win these games at home. Game 5. Wait. I'm trying to think. I think game 5 is in New York still. I'm going to check really quick. It might be in Houston, but I believe it's still going to be located in the Bronx. They need to win. If they lose tonight, they're going to have to come back from a 3-1 deficit, which isn't impossible. But against the starting pitching that the Astros have, it's going to be rough. Yeah, game 5 is going to be in the Bronx. Game 6, if needed, goes back to Houston. Full count now. Brantley went from 0-2 to 3-2. I'm getting tired. Yankees aren't doing good. And it's been a shaky past couple of outs for number 19. Sanchez calls timeout as Doc is in the middle of his delivery. Let's get the strikeout and it go to the bottom of the 5th, and probably after the bottom of the 5th comes to an end, I'll sign off for tonight. But we'll see. If something interesting happens, or I'm seeing that the Yankees are actually getting hits, maybe I'll stay in an extra inning. Brantley puts it in play. Just a foul. DJ Leahy does get a hold of it, though. Count's going to remain full. Tanaka looking for strikeout number 2 on the evening here in the 5th inning. Brantley gets on, Bregman comes up, and honestly, I just don't want to see Bregman walk into the batter's box this inning. I don't need any more disappointments on behalf of the New York Yankees. And Brantley's going to make a hit. He's going to get a hit, but Judge a very nice diving play in right field, flashing the leather, showing us what he's got. Defensively looks good, kicked up some of the grass out there in right field, but a very nice play. Tanaka was applauding him. Good stuff. So it's going to be a line out 9 to end it. Back-to-back innings now. Tanaka does retire the side, so I guess that kind of shows why I'm not a manager, because I wanted to take Tanaka out back in the 3rd inning when he gave up 3 runs on 4 hits and walked a couple guys. But his 4th and 5th inning were solid. His 1st inning was pretty good. 2nd inning was a little shaky. 3rd inning was a complete bust. 4th and 5th inning have been better. Or the 4th and 5th innings were better. So that's something on the positive side for Tanaka. And I guess maybe they're going to try to push for 6 innings, especially if they're still losing 3-1. If they come back in this game, or at least put up 1 run here in the bottom of the 5th, maybe they'll go to Chad Green. Hey, do you have school tomorrow? I'm off till Monday next week. Yeah, I have school. I don't think I have another day off until early November. The first week of November, I think I have a couple days off. But yeah, working on that school grind. And guys, once next week comes to a close, I should be able to upload at a regular schedule, 2-3 videos a week. At least that's the goal. And there's a lot of things I could talk about. I was going to talk about the Nationals clinching and making it to the World Series, but I couldn't today, and I figured I would stream anyway. So I'll push that off. Also, the Angels have a new manager, so I want to talk about that a little bit. I'm going to have to do some recaps or something. Maybe I'll get a video out Saturday morning for you guys. And yeah. Tomorrow, I don't think there's really going to be anything, but Saturday, maybe look for an upload, a regular video. And then I would hope the next video that I go and create and edit and stuff for you guys would be up Monday. That's the goal. That is most definitely the goal. Okay, here we go. Back in the 5th inning. Going to the bottom half of it now. Didi Gregorius is going to start it off for the Yankees. Hopefully get a rally going. He's 1 for 1 with the single that came back in the 2nd. Going into tonight, he was hitting .227. He had 6 RBIs with 1 home run and a .655 OPS. And we're going to see the lineup card flip over in this inning. DJ LeMahieu, who's 0 for 1 tonight, needs to get on base and do something. He needs to be productive. Judge as well. It wouldn't hurt to get something out of him in that bat that he has. Remember Jason Shreve? Yes, I do. I don't know, and I can't tell you what team he's on now, if he's even active. But I do remember him. Yep. First pitch to Didi is taken for a ball. Greinke's still in, looking pretty solid. Pitch number 69 is a strike. Gregorius is going to foul it off and add a play. Count is even at 1. They're showing Aaron Judge's nice play again. He's made a couple nice diving plays this postseason. I like his defense. He's doing very well. And if he wasn't hurt this year, I think he would have done a lot more at the plate. He would have tore it up 100%. Pitch number 3 to Didi. Curveball, 75 miles per hour, though. He's going to miss 2 more. He's a free agent, got DFA'd by the Cardinals. Him and Gallegos were in the Voit trade. Yeah, I remember him going over to St. Louis. I just didn't know if he was still with them, which now you're telling me he's not, which isn't really a surprise. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst either. Well, when was the last time he was on the Yankees? I guess 2016 or 2017. Yeah, 2017. All right, Greinke's gonna cover first as that's rolled over to what's his name? Yuli Gurriel. Gregorius is gonna go 1 for 2 on the night in this 5th inning here. So 3-1 put out. Oh, 2018 was the Void trade. I thought it was 2017. Apologies. Oh, yeah, I think he came over later in 2018, and his first full season was this year. Let's see. Look up Chasing Shreve's numbers. I'm interested to know now that you've brought him up. If I can spell. Yikes. So 1-0 counts with leadoff batter DJ LeMahieu here with 1 out. The Yankees have scored 1 run in the bottom of the 5th. Let's see, Chasing Shreve. Yeah, the last time he pitched for the Yankees was 2018. 2019, he threw 2 innings. Interesting. 2 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Six years in his career, he is 16-8, which isn't bad. 3 years with the Yankees, then he went to the Blue Jays, came back to the Yankees midway through 18. He went to the Cardinals midway through 18, and now he got DFA'd. And there we go. DJ LeMahieu's going to get a hit on a 2-1 count. Single to right field. I knew there was something in that bat. We were going to get something eventually. All right. So we got a duck on the pond for Aaron Judge. 1 swing in the back to tie this game up. Please. Judge, I'm repping your jersey tonight. You know, we're going to go ahead switch back over to the Yankees hat because I feel like something could be in the works here. Aaron Judge. A nice, huge one-out hit would be phenomenal right about now. I don't care if it's just like a double and you score only DJ. Just get in a run. Do that one thing for me. That's going to be slow. 88 miles per hour. Assuming, I don't even know what that is. That's a fastball or changeup or not. It's probably a fastball that didn't have as much oomph and like energy into it, I guess. 1-0 count. It's number 99. And this might be the end of it for Greinke. 76 pitches. No, this is just a manager meeting or a coach meeting with Chirinos and Greinke. Pitching coach for the Astros is out there. He's got his arm on Chirinos. Chirinos has got his arm on Greinke. They're talking. They're trying to figure something out. They're like, hey, Aaron Judge has got power. He's pretty good. Don't throw it right down the middle. Give him a home run. But you should give up a home run. You know, I'm assuming that's what they're saying, of course. Yeah, Greinke's looks pretty good, unfortunately, this game. And again, when I make those kind of comments, guys, just so you guys know, don't take them in like a bad way. It's mostly just me being over dramatic and like super Yankees biased. But I'm gonna try not to do that. I'm gonna try to steer clear of that. But yeah, if the Yankees are in the World Series, it's not gonna happen. I'm rooting for them all day. But that's a big if, and I don't know if they will be. Way inside on Judge. Second pitch of this at bat. That's 2-0 now. Give him a nice fastball he can muscle out of the stadium. Great. He tied the game up with 3 runs apiece for both Houston and New York. See what he can do. Right in the wheelhouse, 86 miles an hour. Bell tie for Judge. That was a very good opportunity. But it's okay. I see he's waiting for a pitch, which is fine. Good there. Okay. So I'm looking at the TV. And Ryan Presley is in the bullpen for the Astros this postseason. A 21.60 ERA, bringing it in right now would be amazing. 3-1 count out of Judge. A 21.6 ERA is phenomenal. That was only over 1.2 innings, though. But hey, let the Yankees just completely destroy him and tear him up and give us the lead. That'd be great. Okay. Anyway, 0 wins, 0 losses, 21.6 ERA in 4 games, 1.2 innings pitched, 1 strikeout, 5.4 WHIP. In this postseason, in 2019, he's 2-3 with a 2.32 ERA, 55 games, 54.1 innings pitched, 17 strikeouts, and a .9 WHIP. That's the regular season. In his career, he's 20-19. Judge with the 3-1 count, 1 runner on. That's DJ to make you at first. 2-2. Greinke is gonna deal. Low and in. Judge swings. Judge misses. It's a full count. Let's get something. Come on, Judge. We're gonna rally it out here. Even if it's not a home run, something. And we need him to get on base. Bring up Hicks. We only have 1 out. So there is still plenty of time and opportunities for us to get something on here. It's not too late in the 5th. And this might be the last inning we see Greinke. Foul off. Okay. Pretty much the same pitch and just about the same location. But number 99 gets a piece of it there. So that's better. At least he's not striking out on that pitch. Right fielder is 0 for 2 tonight, though. He made it to first via fielder's choice, then he struck out. If that helps you guys at all. Judge, big at bat right here. Full count, 1 out, 1 runner on, bottom of the 5th. Popped it up, and it's fouling out of play. So for those of you who just joined, bottom of the 5th inning, Astros lead 3-1. Full count to Judge with 1 out and 1 runner on first. It's going to be pitch number 8 of the at-bat with this delivery right here from Greinke. Let's see. Come on, Judge. Ball forward. Take your base. LeMahieu is going to go ahead and make his way to second. Good stuff. So that was a single. He advances to second. Judge is going to walk. And that's going to end Greinke's night. 83 pitches. However, he couldn't. Oh, goodness. I can't speak. He accumulated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 strikeouts, which is not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4 walks. So overall, a pretty decent night for him. The veteran righty only gave up 1 run in a little less than 5 completed innings of work, which is not terrible because the Astros have a pretty decent bullpen. And hopefully the Yankees help the Astros bullpen blow this game. And we put up like 4 runs and we win the game, and that'd be great. But yeah, okay. Greinke looked pretty good. Tanaka didn't look really good. The last couple of innings were decent. Almost 2 hours into the stream, which is honestly a little more than I was expecting, but I'm very happy we are this far in. Yeah. So looking good. Looking good for sure. I would love to get another stream in. If the Yankees win tonight or tomorrow, they'll probably play on the weekend. Game 6, if necessary. I'd probably be able to stream another game of this series, unless it does go to game 7. And maybe even at that point, I'd have to stream, or the earliest I could probably stream next is Monday. I don't think there's really going to be any games Monday. But, yeah. So, next time you guys see me live, we will probably be in the World Series. one team will be battling it out and have a very good chance of winning. The other team will also have a very good chance of winning. But depending on who's in this World Series, it's going to be rough. The Nationals have a run for their money coming. They did very well. I underestimated them. Congratulations to them. They're in the World Series. I'm excited for them. But whoever is the AL representative is going to be good. Voit should start and Clint Frazier should start. I think actually Voigt's not even active. I'm pretty sure he's left off the roster, and the only first baseman we have is Encarnacion and LeMahieu. And Encarnacion might even actually be a designated hitter for us on the roster. So you might only have DJ, which kind of sucks. I don't even think Clint Frazier's active either. I could be wrong. But because it's a 25-man roster and we have like 13 pitchers or 12 pitchers, it's it's kind of harsh. We have to make some difficult cuts. But I was saying at the very beginning of the stream, for those of you who were here about 2 hours ago, Giancarlo Stanton being hurt really is not good for us because that's taking up a spot that we could be giving to someone else on an active roster. I get if he's going to be back and ready for tomorrow's game, that's fine, but he missed game 2 and game 3 now, I believe. He had a pretty solid game 1, but he missed game 2 and game 3. So we could have someone else on the bench. Right now, our only bench guys is our backup catcher, Austin Romine, which we really can't go to in case nothing happens. But in case Sanchez gets hurt, we need to have Romine available. Then the only other guy we have is Cameron Maybin. So we got to get something there. Saying if we make it to the World Series, he should be there. Oh, yeah, of course. Voit and Frazier should be in that active roster, especially Voit. Voit, I think, needs to be there. 100%. So Presley has thrown one pitch. It was a ball to Aaron Hicks. And Robinson Chirinos is back on the mound and having a little bit of conversation with him. I guess maybe like strategizing. Correa was in there as well. Your shortstop going ahead and helping out. You have someone else running up in the bullpen. I didn't catch a name just right then and there. So hopefully they show that again. If not, just know there is someone in the bullpen. The Astros have 2 mound visits remaining. Interesting. Hicks is 1 for 2 tonight. 1 out. Judge on first. DJ LeMahieu on second. Yankees are down 2 runs. So a big hit to tie it. If it's an extra base hit, a single should put us down 1, and a home run puts us up 1. So good opportunities if Hicks gets a hit here. 2-1 now. Looks like a curveball low. 2-0. All right, now is our time to get to the bullpen. Presley, let's score a couple runs off him. Do some damage now. This is our time to come back. We need to win game 4. I've been saying it the entire 2 hours, 2 minutes we've been live so far. They need to win tonight's game. And last night should have hopefully helped them a little bit with that rain delay or that postponement of the game. The only thing that's going to harm them now is that Garrett Cole has an extra day of rest, which doesn't help because he shut us down yesterday, and he's very solid. It looks to be Josh James in the bullpen with the Astros. Let's go ahead and look at his numbers this postseason. He is 1-0 with a 0.00 ERA in 4 games, 3 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts, and a 1.33 WHIP. All right, 2-1 count to Hicks. 2 runners on. Curveball just low. Hicks makes contact, fouls it off, comes even at 2. So what we got. This is a big opportunity here. This is the meat of the order, the heart of the lineup. Hicks, Torres, and Encarnacion. Torres is 0 for 2. Encarnacion is 0 for 1. Gardner is 0 for 1. Gary's 0 for 2. Gio's 0 for 2. Didi's 1 for 2. So, really, Judge is 1 for 2. LeMahieu is 1 for 1. Sorry, 1 for 2. So, Not a lot of offensive explosions here. Not a lot of great hits, but the Astros really aren't the same way. A walk, a hit, and then a home run is the sum of their 3 runs on the board right now. So, I mean, I guess kind of pitcher stool in the sense that there haven't been very many hits, but the one hit, or one of the couple hits that the Astros had was huge. And it gave them a 2-run lead and 3 runs at one time. Full count to the center fielder for tonight's game. With 1 man down, Hicks called timeout. We are going to be done after this 5th inning. I'm going to have to end the stream for tonight. But I want to thank each and every one of you guys for coming out and making it, saying hello, being in the chat, and talking me through this game. I'm hoping you guys enjoyed me talking you through this game audibly, play by play. And ball 4, Aaron Hicks. Let's go. Bases loaded. Bases are loaded, and I'm ready. This is huge. We need to get something going. Gleyber Torres hit a grand slam. Gleyber hit a grand slam. Gleyber Torres. Here we go. This is a big at bat. Wild Foods as your commentary is as good as the radio. Great stream. Thank you so much. That means a lot. I hope so. The goal is to be as good as possible, and I want to get better with every stream that I do. And I think this stream was awesome so far. And Gleyber Torres is from the first pitch he sees, fouls it back. He's down to count 0-1 with 1 away, and bases are juiced. So yeah, this is big. Gleyber Torres is the cleanup hitter for a reason tonight. He leads the 9 players who are starting tonight's game offensively with 3 home runs, 10 RBIs, and 2 stolen bases in the postseason. His OPS is also the highest at 1.440. So 1-1 count. And the only run we have so far is a bases loaded walk from Brett Gardner, and that brought in a run. He did get the RBI for that. I wouldn't mind a walk here from Gleyber Torres if it means we get a run, but I would love and prefer a hit that scores probably at least 2. Baseball pants, down or up? Down. I don't really wear them up. I don't think I've actually ever worn them up. Torres, 1-1 count, 1 out. Big pitch right there from Presley. 1-1, 95 mile per hour fastball up and in. Gleyber Torres cannot get to it. He's going to swing and miss. He's down to count 1-2. We need to go ahead and take advantage of this opportunity. We cannot go with bases loaded, 1 out, and not score anything. And I believe it said Gleyber Torres has 2 grand slams this year, like in the year as a whole. Let's make it 3. Baggy pants or tight pants? Honestly, either. I don't really think I have a preference. I think I own both and use both in games. Let's go, Gleyber. Curveball, 80 miles per hour, fouled back and out of play, or fouled off to the side and out of play, down the line. Torres looking to avoid going 0 for 3, and he wants to get an RBI here. Small or big glove? It depends what position I'm playing. I catch, I play outfield, I also do infield stuff. I'm all over the place sometimes. Like the last team I was on, I was a lot of different positions, so it just depends. All right, the 1-2. Presley deals. Fouled off again by Gleyber Torres. Looked like another curveball. He reached out for it, got a piece of it. Foul. Infield, big glove. Gleyber Torres is 22 years old. I don't know why that's such a big thing, but it is. And I've said it probably like 5 times this stream. And I apologize. I do apologize. You plus technical solo. Okay. Nice. The 1-2 again. No, he did not. Oh my god. in the dirt. Labor checks his swing. The first base umpire says he won. Oh no. This is not good. That's the second time the first base umpire is going to go ahead and punch out a batter. I think Aaron Judge struck out, and when he struck out back in the second, it was based off of first base umpire's judgment. And yeah, that was the right call. Just from the angle I saw it at first, it didn't look like it was a strike. No, bases loaded, 2 outs. But our bases loaded, walked up, running, and run was also 2 outs. Please, Encarnacion. Please. Oh goodness. Strike one. Let's get something. We cannot give up bases loaded. Career with bases loaded for Edwin. 348 average, 12 grand slams. And yes, I did say Edwin because I want to see him bring the parrot around the bases right now. Give me a grand slam. Reincarnation. I like that. Let's go. The veteran right-handed batter swing and a miss, strike 2. He better not strike out. Please don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. All I want to see is the Yankees score at least 1 run before I end the stream. 1 more run before I end the stream. We need to start coming back. We need to win this game. Come on. Let's see. He's the designated hitter. Oh, he fouled it off, and it looks like Ramos Chirinos needs a little second here. Maybe off his shoulder. Edwin Encarnacion. Yeah. Looks like fouled it back into Chirinos' left shoulder. Why am I complimenting the players who steamrolled the Twins? Yeah. Sorry about that, by the way. But, all right. Yeah, it's not looking good right now. We need something really big. 0-2 count. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th. Down 3-1. Down 2-1 in the series. Let's go. Encarnacion. Presley's going to deal. He pops it up. Fouling out of play. Thank goodness there wasn't the catcher able to make that play there. Well, it's baseball. Get him next year. Well, we're not out of it yet, that boy. Don't count the Yankees out yet. I want to see them win this. Doubt they will. Well, I don't doubt that they will. But the chances of them winning very little. And that's the series if they don't win tonight. Good call, Blue. 82 miles per hour. That was very close. Slightly inside. I thought he was going to ring him up looking. But instead, he did call it a ball. So what's that, 2-2 count, I believe? Oh, I'm talking about the Twins. But same applies to the Yankees. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's a 1-2 count. Never mind. Sorry. 1-2 count to Edwin. Let's go. Foul back. Dang it. I saw him put it into play the other way down the line. For a second, get my hopes up. Let's see it. Presley's almost already thrown 20 pitches. Still a lot of pressure. Bit of a jam right now. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Your team's up only by 2 runs, Presley. You definitely don't want to make a mistake here. That'd be really bad, so don't do it. Catch the sarcasm. Edwin Quirks went to right down the line. His upper deck. Oh my God. Encarnacion strikes out. And the Yankees waste another very good opportunity to score some runs. Oh my gosh. Well, that is not good. And that's not what I wanted to happen there. But guys, that is going to end it for this stream. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to drop a like down below and subscribe. We're on the road to 1K. Thank you all so much for joining me. This was a very successful stream, at least in my opinion. Glad I got to talk to you guys and you all made it out. I am very happy with how this turned out. I wish the Yankees were winning this game as I ended this, but hopefully they come back and come back. Come back. Hopefully they come back and get the win and take the Astros in Game 4. We'll see what happens. Only time will tell. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all next time. Peace.